What was you saying?
Man, I that Harden trade, man, I was just looking at it like, come on, guys. Can we have you guys on separate teams or something?
Man, look, I saw it coming. I'm not shocked. But you know what? I think it's good for the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because think about the Harden trade in the historical sense. Every great team had a big three.
Mm-hmm.
The LeBron, when he was in Miami, was a big three. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. That was a big three, right? Warriors was a big three. Clay, KD, and Klay Thompson. KD and Steph Curry.
Yep.
Big three. Don't count Draymond Green because he was, with his antics, and then Boogie Cousins, So the consistent ones, right? Yes, Draymond contributed. Yes, Boogie Cousins contributed. Yes, Andrew Bogut contributed. But the big three was KD, Steph, and Klay Thompson.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And who else before that? Then Cleveland went, Brown went back to Cleveland with LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie Irving.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like out of this world to see a James Harden, a Kevin Durant, and a Kyrie Irving on the same team with a salary cap that can sustain it. Because that is just how championship teams look. Look at all the championships. Go back to the Lakers. Kobe, Shaq, and who else was on the Lakers? It was Kobe and Shaq. It was Kobe, Shaq, and who else? Big three. Was it Fisher? Derek Fisher?
I think at one time it was Derek Fisher, but they also had Robert Horry, Big Shot Rob.
Right. I just could, it's different. Like, the Lakers dynasty had a different big three, but each ring consisted of a big three. Each ring had a big three. You know what I'm saying? So it's to see Harden on the net. It's gotta be a balance, right? The West is stacked. Everybody went to the West, right? You had Harden in the West. You had Westbrook in the West. You had LeBron and AD in the West. Steph Curry in the West. But in the East, it was trash. Because LeBron at one point was in the East. So it's always a balance. James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving balances out the NBA. Don't matter who wins. There's equal level. The East has just as much chance to win that ring as the West. LeBron is not a shoe-in to win the championship, nor is Harden being on the net making them a shoe-in to win a championship. It is a level playing field, and it's anybody's game now in NBA. And I love it. I love it, bro.
I mean, in a way I do too, but for DFS purposes, man, it sure will make things interesting.
Look, for DFS purposes, we don't even fuck with the stars anyway. Our strategy is to deal with the people that don't get a lot of press. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, we've been rambling on. Y'all kind of caught us in the middle of our discussion. We were talking about, the ridiculousness trades in the NBA. Welcome back to another episode of the Recap. I am your host, Open Mind. I'm with your other host, Tannic.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
Back with episode 24. I made a mistake on the last video. My solo video was rushing. I said episode 22, but that was episode 23. This is episode 24, NBA episode. We'll cover the Super Bowl if we can next week. Right now it's NBA time. We ain't got no football games going on. So we are going to jump into the turbo slate. The 8:30 games tonight. It's just these two games. I'm going to let you go with the first pick at point guard or whatever position. Don't have to be point guard. Let you start us off for the day.
Honestly, tell you the truth, against the Spurs, I like John Morant. Point guard.
I like your pick. Cheap, and he's productive, and he's reliable. Let's look at his game log.
And he should pay off that price tag. easily.
But Morant had a good season last year. He was Rookie of the Year. He got Rookie of the Year last year. So Morant is definitely a reliable Jones. Let's see. Brooks is also good. Brooks is a good compliment to Morant, but I don't know what happened these last couple of games. I'm not gonna pick him. I'm gonna stick with my old faithful Schroeder because Schroeder is just my dude, right?
Gotcha.
Wait a minute, hold on. Before I go with Schroeder, let me look at Marcus Smart. You look at something before I settle in on these picks.
Smart been balling.
You know what? I'm gonna go old school today. I'm going old school. Old school basketball. Yes. Old school.
That's real old school there, man.
I want it. I trust in Patty Mills, man. The name is Patrick Mills, but even the fantasy sports gods nickname him Patty Mills because we all know him as Patty Mills, right? OG Patty.
Trying to think here, who will be a good guy to pick? Okay, you want to know something? I really like Lonnie Walker for the Spurs as small forward. He's been getting minutes, and he can get hot in a heartbeat.
Dude's hair is crazy. I don't like his hair. I don't like Lonnie Walker's hair. Keldon Johnson has been very consistent. I'm going to go ahead and jump for Keldon. We got 3 Spurs. We stack with Spurs. But Keldon Johnson is win or lose. He giving his numbers. For his price, he's very reliable.
Man, center position sucks. There really isn't much you can do here.
Let's look at AD. David sat out Thursday, lost to the Pistons due to a bruised right quad. It's not clear if he'll play Saturday. If he's out again, Kyle Kuzma will presumably remain in the starting 5. Well, Kyle Kuzma? Really?
He balled out last game, I believe. Yeah, 39.
But he ain't playing center, though. We need the center. Brandon Clark, I mean, it's your pick, but Brandon Clark is reliable. Especially if San Antonio. Who is San Antonio center? Aldridge? Look at Aldridge. Let's look at the starting center for San Antonio. This is the starting center for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge. This is his game log.
Yeah.
And then Brandon Clark is playing against Marcus Aldridge. So I don't think the center position sucks per se if you make the right pick.
That's true.
Brandon Clark be balling even while Valanciunas is in there.
Yeah, let's go Brandon.
Nice. Brandon Clark. We got money to spend. Oh, what's going on with LeBron? We usually don't pick LeBron, but if we can pick him, let's pick him. As expected, James continue to be listed. Played through almost all season. They would be surprised if he sat out Saturday. Okay. You know what? We don't normally pick LeBron for fantasy sports because he's just unreliable. But I mean, we got 3 spots to fill and we got $20,000. So why not? I mean,
yeah,
why
sure.
not? Why not? I normally don't recommend LeBron James in fantasy sports. LeBron is the GOAT, yes, on TV, according to Shannon Sharp. But as far as fantasy sports is concerned, LeBron James is inconsistent for the price that they have him in. And this isn't LeBron James' fault. This is the fault of the people who set the prices at fantasy. They overprice LeBron James for the production that LeBron James gives us. LeBron James sometimes feels like playing basketball, and sometimes he doesn't feel like playing basketball. And yet his price doesn't reflect his emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
LeBron on You not him has to go. But when it comes to this, whatever. I gotta kick myself in. You have to worry about. I'm sorry about that. You still see the screen?
Say what? Can you repeat what you just said? Xavier Tillman.
Okay. We have the technical difficulties. We're gonna come right back. We'll be right back.
All right.
Once.
Two.
So hold on 1 second. Let me get us back on track.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah, I see your screen.
All right, people. We had a little bit technical difficulties. We are back with picking up where we left off. No, I was just saying, all the hypocritical stuff, just to pick LeBron anyway. So go ahead and go pick.
Yeah, I think for this short slate, you can't. If you're gonna be picking LeBron or AD. I think LeBron's the best one to pick between the two.
All right, so you.
I'm looking at Xavier Tillman.
Who is this person? Who's Xavier Tillman? I've never heard of him.
I think he's new.
He looks like he's a rookie. They just got a jersey to represent him. Ooh, we can get Jaylen Brown? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We have
nobody from Boston. We have nobody from Boston. I was looking at Tatum since I picked LeBron. I was like, damn, I can't get Tatum. But you know what? I don't have to get Tatum. I can get Jaylen Brown. Gotta have somebody from Boston because, it's not like Boston ain't gonna score points. You right? I don't think they're gonna win, but Tatum and Brown gonna take over this game. It's either gonna be Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown or both. Since we can't get Tatum, we already, San Antonio stack got LeBron, and we got the two most important Memphis people. So I think it's a good squad. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and enter it.
Yeah, we got three dogs on the team pretty much: LeBron, Brown, and Morant. And just about everybody else can go off.
Yeah, even if they don't go off, they'll do decent enough to 25, 30 points. You know what I'm saying? They won't be ice. As long as they're not ice cold on your squad, you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to have them go off. All right, so this is a late game. Would you believe the Pistons beat the Lakers the other day, nigga?
I was shocked.
Yo, I guess every dog has his day. Go Pistons in this motherfucker, right? Then look, that Sharp, come on, Undisputed with the excuses. Run, you couldn't get in the group. You just couldn't get in the group. Uncle Shay, you gonna have to take this L. Uncle Shay, Club Shay Shay, we serving fresh L's at Club Shay Shay in Detroit. Understand me?
Yeah.
Pistons beat the shit out the Lakers. Just like the Pistons beat the shit out the Lakers for that championship when they had Shaq on the team and Kobe. They had Kobe and Shaq, and the Pistons beat the Lakers.
I think they also had Malone and Peyton. And I forgot who was running the three.
Had Chauncey Billups, Richardson, I can't remember, Richard Jefferson, or something like, no, it was Jefferson. Couldn't think of that. He wore the mask all the time with the braids. I couldn't think of his name.
Richard Hamilton.
Richard Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, and that's starting five. Chauncey Billups, Richard Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace. That was the starting five for the championship team right there.
Yes, it was.
30 Detroit. But let me see. What did D Rose do? This is moving slow. But I gotta see D Rose game log. What did he do? He ain't do nothing. 14 points, 1 rebound. That's it. That's all. Okay. Well, what did Griffin do in the Lakers game? I gotta see because I want to pick a Piston. Okay, Griffin did okay, but how did y'all win? Like, what is it? Oh, Griffin's only 5,900. I thought he was $8. I don't know why I thought he was $8,000. Only 5,900, and he gonna give us 38 to the Lakers. He give us more than 38 against the Warriors, trash center. So I'm going with Blake Griffin because he shined against the Lakers, and he's 59. Blake Griffin ain't never been under $8,000.
He really hasn't. Here's the question of the day. Stephen Curry and Luka Doncic are in great spots. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I like Luka. I'm going with Luka. That's my pick.
You want Luka? Well, dig this. I'm going to go with Steph against Detroit.
I just thought of something. Is Porzingis playing?
Porzingis playing?
No, I don't look like he is.
All right, you want Luka? Let me see. Who other one? I don't want Steph. I thought I wanted Steph. I don't want Steph. I do want a Warrior, but it ain't got to be Steph. Because I know the Warriors going to beat the Pistons. The Pistons coming off that Laker high. They finna slack off and lose against these Warriors. Warriors finna beat the Pistons.
Warriors ain't been bad this year.
No, they haven't. That's why I know they finna beat the Pistons. I just want a Warrior, but let me see. Since I want a Warrior, I think Ray is probably the pick. Is he gonna play? Because he ain't played in a minute. Oh, he told me now. He'll go Central. Okay, never mind. I might just have to get Andrew Wiggins. I'm gonna get Wiggins in because I want a Warrior against the Pistons.
I can agree with that pick. I'm thinking, should we put Blake in the center position? What's your thoughts?
Wait, repeat that. You kind of broke up.
You think we should put Blake in the center position?
Well, I could put him in power forward. If you want to, I know what you're doing. I know.
You know what I'm doing.
Say it again.
I said, you know what I'm doing?
Yeah, you finna pick DeAndre Ayton because he's in a good spot.
That's true. That was one of them.
Well, I thought it was DeAndre Ayton. Maybe it's Mason Plumlee, because Mason Plumlee and Jeremy Grant been balling since they've been in Detroit. So they are good picks.
Actually, that Mason Plumlee don't sound bad. Yeah, I want to go Mason Plumlee. Because Golden State doesn't have a center.
But Jeremy Grant also been balling too.
I think he's been quiet since Blake came back.
He was just quiet in the Lakers game. Before the Lakers game, Jeremy Grant has been crazy. Look at his numbers. Jeremy Grant been acting cool.
I know he was good then.
Yeah. I mean, he's good, period. He's been good all season. The Lakers had his number, but the Pistons won. So for him against the Lakers, this is balling. But look, they'll say we'll give him a pass on this 27 against the Lakers. He played against the Lakers. All right, and it's fine. But from 34 down, 48, 32, 39, 47, 43, 57, Jeremy Grant been balling. Give me Jeremy Grant. Give me Jeremy Grant.
Try to see how I save a little bit of money here. Yeah, let's go with Josh Richardson in his shooting guard.
Okay, it's a good pick. I like Josh Richardson. He's pretty consistent. Pretty consistent. Let's see. I want somebody from Phoenix, but I don't want to spend that much money. I don't want Chris Paul. I'll take the util spot, but I want somebody from Phoenix. Let me see. Chris Johnson. What you talking about? Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson might be a good pick. What about Jay Crowder? Are you a good pick? Yes, you are a good pick. Who I gotta get rid of? I might get rid of somebody because we got picked. Unless Trey Burke does well, I mean, we might have to sacrifice because this ain't looking good right now. It's just not looking good at all. Hold on. What if I put Wiggins right here? What does the small forwards look like at 3,800? Okay, that's a good pick. He's starting.
Is he?
Naylor was available for the first time all season after missing the Suns' first 8 games, are recovering from a concussion, but not unsurprising. Sincere will find himself outside of Coach Monty Williams' 10-man rotation. Unless the Suns lose one or two key forwards due to injury, most of May's playing time will likely come in blowouts. Okay, so he's probably not going to play. He's probably not who I thought he was. All right.
But it looks like he's been playing anyway, has he?
I mean, I don't know. I'd rather okay, let's see. From the 20th. 22nd, 23rd, the 23rd through 27th, there's some days skip. See, I don't know. Like I said, this is kind of like up in the air. Like, okay, he didn't see the court Wednesday, and the Suns win over the Raptors.
Okay.
Wait, what? What? That's the 7th. Oh, that's an old article. January 7th. You're right. He has been playing. You're right. Okay. I mean, unless you want to pick somebody else, because it is your pick. I was going to sacrifice somebody.
I'll take Nader.
But if Nader actually started.
Yeah, this is a tournament play. Nader's probably the best one to pick.
You like this lineup?
I like it. You?
All right, we're going to jump in. I like this lineup. I can't wait to see what this is looking like tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to see what they're going to do. I want to see what they're going to do. All right, y'all, we getting to the wire, down to the wire, y'all. Even though we had technical difficulties, the show must go on. We're going to give a last lineup. We're going to attempt to make a tiers squad. This is consisting of all the games being played today, because what we just did was isolate them games down to 2 early games and 2 late games. And we just worried about those 2 teams. That's it. But this particular slate consists of all the NBA that's playing today. Not the best. Oh, that's contest field. I'm sorry. Okay, let me go to a different one. I'm sorry. All right. So now we got to deal with everybody that's playing. Ed, it's your pick, sir.
Luka right off the top. Hold up. Let me. Giannis is playing. Hold up.
You know where you lucky at? You have none of these games. You have none of these extra, just other stuff to deal with over here. You could just pick from 3 men. That's it. So you actually got a good little situation here. We already got 2 of these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Giannis. I thought about Luka, but yeah, I'm gonna pick Giannis.
Sure. Yeah, because you weren't able to pick her in the other slate. Let's see. Do I want Dame or do I want Zach? Do I want Dame or do I want Zach? Or do I want Bam at this juicy buffet of a matchup for Bam? Because at center in Sacramento, who's going to stop Bam? I'm going Bam.
I can agree with that one.
I mean, he's in a dominant position. Zach's probably going to have a good game. Dame's probably going to have a good game. Who's Dame playing? Chicago, yeah. But Bam, nobody's going to stop Bam. Ain't no center there to stop Bam.
That I can agree with.
Bam probably going to break the slate just because of his matchup. Normally, Dame would probably break the slate. But I think because of the Heat versus the Kings, Bam is not about to be stopped. I think I could say Bam getting a double-double at least. Maybe not a triple, but he going to get at least double-digit rebounds, a couple of blocks, and he going to score at least 14 points. At least 14 points. That looks great on the lineup.
That's true. Go tier 3, and I like Tatum.
You like Tatum?
I like Tatum over the rest of them. Did you see what New Orleans did last night?
I didn't see the Hornets game. I didn't actually bet in that game. I didn't have no lineups in that game. That's probably why I didn't see it.
Let me hold up. Let me look it up. I think whoever they played yesterday, it was just a beating beyond recognition.
You know, Victor Oladipo has been falling since he got here in Houston. He's taking over for James Harden's spot. I'm gonna go with Victor.
I take that back. Giannis and them came back. Last I checked, they were like down by like 50, close to it. They were down a lot.
Wait a minute. DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul. No, not Chris Paul. Brandon Ingram. No. I already got Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna go with Victor. Yep. Victor.
Why they got
Victor has been balling.
Why they got Ja Morant in tier 5?
I don't know, but he's better than everybody in tier 5. I tell you that.
I know that for sure. Go with him.
I mean, shit, if I had to pick amongst this ilk, I'd take Ja Morant all day long. Shit, like, without question, I don't even feel bad about it. Like, I don't even have a second guess. Now, this one's going to be tricky because 3 people can go off. Cousins can go off against a rookie.
Yeah, but is he playing any minutes?
Something happened. No, I think this last game, something happened. I think he got, I don't know, an injury, but something happened and he couldn't play. So he didn't, this last game for him don't count. But beyond that, 50, 58, 36, you know what I'm saying? So he could go off if given the minute. If he's not interrupted by something like a tech, an ejection, because, you know, Boogie Cousins got a temper. If he's in the game and everything's smooth, he can get you 50 on the lineup. Enes Kanter has been balling since he's been starting. He's a good pick. He's not a bad pick at all. We already got Blake. Kobe White, I don't trust, but he can go off. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him, but he can go off. Already got Wiggins. John Wall has been steady. He hasn't been balling. He just been steady. And I don't even care about DeRozan. Like, I'm not fucking with DeRozan. So, like I said, it's potential. This one is tricky for me, man. I don't know. I don't know who I want to pick. I'm like, okay, let's do it like this. I already got Blake Griffin on another squad, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if DeMar won't play. Huh?
I said you already have Wiggins.
What did you say?
I said you already have Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, I already got Wiggins. I don't have DeRozan. I probably should pick DeRozan, even though I don't want to pick him. I should probably pick him. Yeah, my gut is telling me to pick DeRozan. My mind doesn't want to pick DeRozan. My gut is saying pick the. And I don't want to do this, right? I don't want to do it because they say listen to your gut. And my gut gets kind of. Every time I look at DeRozan, my gut do that thing it does when it's telling you do something, but everybody else is like I feel it saying. I don't want to, but I actually really, truly don't want to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because my gut said So, this is the Tier Squad, last squad for the show, y'all, episode 23. Thank y'all for supporting us and listening to us, with us old men talking about sports. That's what we is. We old men talking about sports. Make it feel good. We ain't talking about people's livelihoods and personal lives. All up in people's business, exposing folks. Nope, I ain't doing that. Nope. Talk about sports. Let's gamble for fun. It's good fun. You see, I'm only spending 25 cents. I ain't spending my rent money. You know what I'm saying? Doing this shit. This is good fun. It's good to have. It keeps you tuned in to sports. It gives you another perspective. This is what Daily Fantasy does. Before we close the show, I just want to say this thing. Daily Fantasy Sports gives you a different perspective on the players. Like, you can watch the biased sports news media, and they'll only cover the players they want to cover, and they'll highlight and fawn over the players that they fawn over. But these numbers don't lie. The game log does not lie. The game log records everything the player does. And you can look at the game log and compare those numbers to whatever you see on TV, or whatever argument you find yourself in about who's the best player, who's the GOAT, who's this and who's that. Anybody that want to come at me with stats, it is our job as fantasy sports junkies. If you're going to play fantasy sports, you have to know stats. Not as a nerd or as a situation say I know more than somebody else. If you don't know the stats of the player that you're picking, you're potentially going to lose. The more information you know on these players, the more chances you have to win money. So it is imperative of you as a fantasy sports participant, if this is what you do like we do, you have to know the stats. You have to know what Bam can do versus what Jason Tatum can do in different situations against certain teams. Not opinions and bias, but real numbers. So the fantasy sports side of sports gives you a different window. You get to just look at stuff for what it is. There's no bias. There's no opinion. It is just this player scored this many points against this team on this day. And then the next day they scored this many. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a biased opinion. You got real solid numbers, and then you decide for yourself what player you trust with your gut and what player you want to not take a chance on based on the numbers that they giving you. I just wanted to say that before we close out because, I watch a lot of sports news and I watch a lot of these panels talk, these podcasts, and I've even had discussions offline with people, and it don't get heated. It just gets strongly opinionated because, people like who they like. They got their favorite players and they got they're in their bubble of who their player is, right? Or their team. But by playing fantasy sports, you have to be unbiased if you're going to win money. You got to throw away your favorite player and pick the player that's going to score the most points today. You feel me? Go ahead.
That is true. And you need those stat fillers. Points can only take you so far, but if you do points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals, that is the player you want. All bias aside.
So anyway, that concludes the show for today. Thank y'all for checking us out. Like and subscribe. Share the video. You know, we'll make sure we try to have our videos before the game start. And we out. Get money. Creator bless y'all. Happy drafting. I'm your host, Open Mind. Deuces.